Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Yo, Barbie. What's up?
Hiya, Bobby.
Do you guys ever think about dying?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Into the Void Real Review. This time we are reviewing Barbie, directed by Greta Gerwig, starring Margot Robbie as Barbie, Ryan Gosling as Ken. Supporting actors include Michael Cera as Alan, the generic Ken, Kate McKinnon as Weird Barbie. Surprisingly deep, and to some can come off as heavy-handed and preachy. But for me, it hit hard. People must remember that sometimes things need to hit like a sledgehammer and strike a nerve to remind people that women still are not treated the same as men in today's society. To some, the opening scenes where everyone is exclaiming, "Hi, Barbie," may be annoying, but there's a message behind that quirkiness. Barbie is everyone and is not just a template that a woman must mold herself to. The problem is, in Barbie land, everyone must be perfect and aren't allowed to have a bad day. When Barbie wakes up flat-footed after having thoughts of death the night before during an opening dance number at the beginning of the film, she feels she needs to find her mojo again and must venture to the real world. When she gets to that real world, things only get worse when she finds out she is hated because she represents everything that women hate. She is beautiful, perfect, always happy, and never has a bad day. No woman can live up to that and should be made to, because life is so much more complicated than that. Of course, Ken is along for the ride and ends up learning about something called patriarchy and feels that he has found what being a man is all about. Poor Barbie. Poor Ken. They go on a journey of awakening to learn who they really are. The movie's true strength, in my opinion. If you were to ask me who would be better cast as Barbie or Ken, I would say they hit it out of the park on this one. Margot Robbie is dazzling as Barbie, and Ryan Gosling is pure comedy gold as Ken. It is in there as well, because there are great supporting characters such as Michael Cera, who plays Alan, the side note afterthought doll to Ken, and Kate McKinnon as the weird version of Barbie. Dua Lipa even has a role as one of the Barbies, even though I didn't know that until I researched it after I watched the movie. Will Ferrell as the CEO of Mattel is not as great, but he's there playing the pseudo-villain of the movie. To be honest, there really isn't a villain or main antagonist in this movie. Barbie and Ken are their own worst enemies in this movie and are more often the villains in their own story than the CEO of Mattel is. He is relatively harmless here. This tells you what kind of movie Barbie really is. An introspective piece about Barbie and Ken. That's why this movie shines, because both these characters go on an emotional arc that changes them by the end once the credits roll. Another fantastic aspect of Barbie that deserves credit. Greta Gerwig's direction is evident here. Dazzling toy set pieces convey the plasticness.
What?
Is that a word? Of Barbie land. Everything is, of course, colored pink, and chest bumps are accompanied by fake sparkles as the characters inhabit a true playset where you would be hard-pressed not to imagine giant kids playing with them, which the movie seems to hint at in an ever so subtle way. Dance numbers with the latest pop music are bombastic and are the movie's main draw, but actually quite lacking. I don't know, I guess I just thought there would be more of them. But then again, Barbie's over 2 hours long, and that would have extended the runtime further. And that would have probably have been a bad thing, because I'm about to talk about the bad points. Barbie's not as funny as I was expecting. Sure, there's some good moments when I had a genuine laugh here and there, like when Ken wants to beach off the other Ken for beach superiority, or when he takes to wearing a shirt that proudly says "I am Knuff" after learning what it means to be himself. Notice that most of the funny moments involve Ryan Gosling as Ken. I think Ryan's portrayal as Ken is the real comedy here and not exactly the movie itself, which is a real shame because I was thinking that the movie would be a whole lot funnier. It just ends up being a quirky, strange film at times with its bombastic music, dance numbers sporadically interspersed with grand speeches of what women have to put up with in today's world. Tonally, it's inconsistent, and that is what makes it quirky and kind of weird at times. It has a great message for kids and adults alike, but the tone can be a little off in spots. It's not too egregious, but it is still there. If there's one scene I would say characterizes the whole movie, it would be the one where Will Ferrell's character tells Barbie to get back in her box and she will return to her own world and forget about everything, and no one will be the wiser. Margot Robbie's Barbie wisely comes to her wits and escapes the box, trying to tie her to her prison just in time to run away. One comes away after watching this movie feeling that women have for too long been confined to a box that tells them what they should be. Something to be displayed and never opened to exercise their right to shine, succeed, and at times fail in equal measure. Because we should be allowed to fail without compromise. We learn when we fail, so it is important that we get to have our bad days with our good. Women get to have that just as much as men. That's where the real beauty is, in our flaws, because there is no beauty without imperfection. It's what makes us human. Barbie gets an 8 out of 10 from me. See you again when we venture into the void.